Hello everybody and welcome back to Lucky by Nature. So on this video I'm going to be showing you how to build the Wyvern trap that would be a slightly modified from my old design. But first I want to show you the perfect spots to build your trap on Valguero. And as you can see, we are right by the trench. And let me show you the chords here. And we are at 10.1 by 75.1. And the first thing you want to do here is you want to clear it all out from all the trees. And there is some crystal up here and also a lot of rocks, a lot of stone. But another thing that I want you to notice is the way that it's going to be pointing. Let me face the Wyvern this way. Alright, so now if we look at the map, we are pointing right at 50-50. And what that's going to do is basically make it really easy for us. Because a lot of times there are going to be some Wyverns that are going to fly right in without you doing anything. As long as you are close enough to render this thing in, then they're gonna sometimes do that. But at the very least, once they get in, they don't even try to get out, which is pretty nice. And it's also, you know, not so bad up here. Alright, so I went ahead and set the base up already. And as you can see, it looks pretty much the same as my original design. But I want you to notice several things here. So you are gonna be needing 10 foundations on this side, 6 across, and 10 on this side. And also the 45-degree angle ones that are right here and here, one of them is going to be slightly longer than the other. Alright, so now let me go ahead and show you. This one is 1, 2, and 3 going in, and 4 coming back out. And on this side, it's gonna be just 2 coming in and 4 going out. So it's 4 going out on both sides, but just going in. On one side is 2, the other side is 3. The reason I put it on this side, on the western side, is because if anything, the Wyverns will be on kind of going towards this corner, if anything. But if they get stuck right here, they're going to try to turn and they're going to end up getting stuck right here. But we want to try to make this as small as possible for them, as narrow as possible, because then they have a really hard time trying to find the exit. Alright, so with that, they should barely fit. Now, I know on my old design, some people were having issues, and that was pretty much the issue right there. But now, things have changed since way back when. I think that was like 3 years ago or so, or close to it. So this seems to work much, much better. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So you are going to need a total of 39 fence foundations, 84 door frames, 36 ceilings, and 12 pillars. But I do like to bring a few extra door frames just because sometimes I tend to mess up. Ooh, this is really heavy. Alright, we're gonna have to stack it a little bit because just in case we get into troubles. Alright, so right here, we're gonna put this on our first slot. And on the very first one, remember this is 10, where before I used to do it 11, I think, or maybe 12. But now it's just 10. And we're going to start out at the very first one. And we're going to go 3 up. And then we're going to skip 2. And on the third one, we're going to go 4 up. So now it's 3, 4, then 5, and so on and so forth. But the reason you need 2, basically skip 2, is because they need 3 to be able to get through. So 2 is not enough for them to get through. That's why, and we want to use the least amount of materials as possible. 1, 2, and 3. So this one is going to be 5 high. So one more, is that right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's 5. So that I go too high, 2, 3, 4. I did go too high on that one. All right. There we go. No problem. And so the very last row needs to go on the 10th. See, right here is where we have the little turn. So we put it right there. This one is going to be 6. There we go. So if you have to jump, that's 6. All right. Now we got to do the other side. And we got to try to do this as quick as possible, just because you may run into troubles. All right, that's our pretty much our base there. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna start at the very inside, 3, 4, and all you need to do is 5. You don't need to go 6. And do the same here, but this one is further in. Okay, let's go get some more. We can't carry all of them, so we have. Oh, wonderful. So we ended up having to put a little box over here to put all our stuff, but this is the kind of thing that you're gonna deal with, because like I said before, you're gonna have some of these guys just coming right to you, or to your trap there. So let me just kind of give them options that they can eat, because I don't really feel like fighting it right now. So the quicker we build this, the better. So we're gonna try to keep this nice and short. Alright, so on this side we are going to skip only 1, and we're gonna go here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're gonna skip 1. This one is going to be our 7. And then the last one is going to be our 8. I used to go 9 high, but there's really no need for that. Now, this one here is a little bit different, just because it's a little shorter, so it's not nice and even. So we're going to start out with the outside, which eventually will make it into 8. We'll skip 1, because if you skip 2, they'll get stuck, so you don't want to do that. And this is fine here, just because this edge will work as one of these frames as well, so it'll still slide in really nicely. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible, and we just put it. Let me see if this one is far enough. It is. You want to make sure that it's far enough, guys, because you don't want it to be right there, or it won't work. It won't be very good. You're gonna have some flaws. We don't want to do that. Alright. So we need a total of 12 of these guys, because that's how many we have. And make sure that this one is actually facing this wall right here, because if it doesn't do that, then it's going to be issues. See, like right there, it's not pointing to it because it's right on the other. See right there, it's facing. It's basically with this other line. So you just move a little bit until it's in the right spot. See, like right there. Boom. All right, perfect. Now we have these other ones out here to do. And then we'll get started on the ceilings. And this seems to work extremely well. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm sure you guys have seen my traps pretty much everywhere at this point. Anytime I go to official servers, I see them everywhere, which, you know, brings a little tear to my eye. I'm glad that a lot of my traps are coming in handy. It's helping out a lot of people. But like I said, this one is slightly changed a little bit, just in the fact that we're not gonna put those walls in front of it like we have been doing in the past, because there is no need for it. And you can do it really big if you want to, which, you know, I mean, that's entirely up to you. But the problem with that is that, I mean, it takes a lot more resources, but on top of that, it's not necessary. Oh crap! How could you? Okay. There we go. And the rest. There we go. Once you put the first one up, then the other ones follow. No problem. Just have to kind of look straight up until you get to the last one. Then this one you do have to jump. There we go. Now we're gonna need our handy dandy dino. So it doesn't matter what kind of dino you are using to build this with. They'll give you quite a boost when it comes to building. Because look how far you can build. It's pretty crazy. Alright, we're almost done. This is the only part that it's a little tricky, just because they tend to want to go to the 5 wall one. So you just gotta be careful. Alright, so this one is 1 higher and this one is 2 higher. 1 and 2. There we go. Now we gotta do this one's back here. 1 and 2. Perfect. Alright, let's get back to the ceilings. I don't think I brought, or maybe I have 1 extra ceiling. Don't know. Basically what happens is they come in, and like I said, this is extremely narrow now. So see, they come in, but then they can't get past here because they cannot get past 3 ceilings high. So they cannot move forward. And the beauty about this is you can use, just like I showed you on my other video, you can use any type of bird, just fly through, no problem. Unless you're using a wyvern, then just use the little side things there to make them come in. And boom. Done, it's a done deal. And to get out, like I said, it's super hard. See how it made me go that way? But if we are careful, then we can get out, no problem. But it's so nice and narrow. It's beautiful. So this is the new design, just slightly changed at the very front, so you don't have to use, I guess you save yourself a couple of fence foundations and I would say what, 8 of the door frames. It's not bad. Hey, a savings is a savings, guys. Okay, that's it for me. So until next time, keep surviving.
My work saved the human race.